The Galactic Alliance was the pinnacle of interstellar cooperation. For centuries, its member species had thrived under a single guiding principle: peaceful coexistence through mutual respect and shared advancement. The Alliance's strict first contact protocols ensured no newly discovered civilization suffered exploitation or undue harm. Yet it wasn't perfection that upheld their dominance. It was their unrivaled technological superiority. When a probe intercepted signals from a small blue-green planet on the edge of a spiral galaxy, most dismissed the notion that anything significant could be found there. High Marshal Vale, the seasoned commander of the Alliance's exploratory fleet, had other ideas. A veteran of countless encounters, she had overseen the integration of over 20 species into the fold. To her, Earth was just another mark in a long line of underwhelming discoveries. Humans, she said, rolling the unfamiliar word off her tongue, barely beyond their atomic age. This should be simple. As her flagship, the Eterna, entered Earth's orbit, Vale watched the planet below through the viewport. The azure oceans glittered, interrupted by land masses speckled with light. "They've only just begun venturing into space," she murmured, scrolling through intercepted transmissions and crude satellite imagery. How quaint. Accompanying Vale was Zrix, her sharp-witted chief analyst, and Drow, the ever-cautious ambassador. "Caution is unnecessary here," Vale said as they prepared for the descent. "We've seen this 1,000 times. Primitive species lack the ability, or the nerve, to defy us." The shuttle landed in an open plain near what the humans called a military testing site. A contingent of Earth's representatives waited at a safe distance, their expressions unreadable. Among them stood Captain Elena Vargas, a calm yet firm leader of Earth's hastily assembled diplomatic response. She stepped forward as the shuttle's ramp lowered. "Humans," Vale began, her voice amplified through a universal translator. "We are emissaries of the Galactic Alliance, here to offer you a place among the stars. Cooperation will bring you unparalleled prosperity." Elena maintained her composure. "We appreciate the offer, but we need to understand your intentions first. Earth's sovereignty is non-negotiable." Zrix chuckled softly at the translator's playback. "Sovereignty? How adorably misguided." The exchange proceeded with a brittle politeness, but tension hung in the air. As the humans debated among themselves, Zrix grew impatient. "Marshal, a demonstration of power could expedite their compliance." Vale hesitated. The protocols discouraged unnecessary aggression, but she dismissed the thought. "A harmless show of force," she said. "Target one of their vehicles." A drone emerged from the shuttle and fired a precision beam at a nearby military truck. The truck disintegrated in a flash of heat, leaving behind only scorched earth. Gasps and shouts erupted from the humans. Elena's calm broke, replaced by cold fury. "This is not diplomacy," she said sharply. "This is intimidation." Before Vale could respond, something unexpected happened. Earth's forces didn't flee in fear. Instead, a hidden array of anti-aircraft systems activated, locking onto the alien shuttle with deadly precision. A warning rang through the Eterna's comm system. The humans were jamming their signals. "We're under attack," Zrix shouted, panic evident in his voice. Vale's confidence faltered. "Impossible. They can't." A deafening explosion shook the ground as one of Earth's missiles struck the shuttle. Smoke and fire engulfed it, forcing Vale and her team to retreat. Elena's voice, calm and cutting, echoed through the chaos. "Consider this humanity's response. Leave now, or we'll ensure you don't leave at all." As the Eterna scrambled to escape, Vale's confidence gave way to dread. Humanity was no ordinary species. They were something far more dangerous. The attack on the Eterna sent shockwaves through the Galactic Alliance. News of humanity's defiance spread faster than light, igniting fear and confusion across countless systems. High Marshal Vale stood before the Alliance Council, her once unshakable confidence replaced by visible unease. They retaliated with precision, Vale admitted, her voice subdued. Their technology is advanced, far beyond what we anticipated for a species of their development stage. Worse, their tactics suggest a level of strategic foresight that rivals our own. The chamber erupted into murmurs. Delegates from dozens of species exchanged anxious glances. Chancellor Catharin, the insectoid leader of the Alliance, silenced the noise with a wave of his appendage. His multifaceted eyes focused on Vale. "Are you suggesting," Catharin began, his voice clicking with restrained anger, "that a primitive species managed to outmaneuver the finest fleet in the galaxy?" Vale stiffened. "I underestimated them, Chancellor. We all did. Humanity has spent centuries perfecting the art of survival, through conflict no less. Their ingenuity is born of necessity, and their willingness to act decisively makes them uniquely dangerous." The room fell silent. For all their advanced technology and diplomacy, the Alliance had grown complacent. They relied on their superiority to maintain peace, never imagining that an emerging species could pose a threat. "Have they declared war?" asked Ambassador Traylon, a serpentine delegate whose voice carried a hint of fear. "Not officially," Vale replied. "They've made it clear they seek peace, but only on their terms. Any further aggression on our part would be met with full-scale retaliation." The Chancellor leaned back, his mandibles twitching thoughtfully. "Then we must determine how to proceed. Humanity cannot be ignored, nor can they be provoked." While the Council deliberated, humanity took its next steps. Earth's leaders, led by Captain Elena Vargas, made it clear they were not interested in conquest, but demanded respect. Using their newfound technological advantage, humanity began broadcasting encrypted messages across the galaxy. The content was simple but bold. "We are not prey." These broadcasts reached far beyond the Alliance's borders, catching the attention of independent factions and hostile powers. Humanity's defiance was inspiring to some and alarming to others. It became clear that the balance of power in the galaxy had shifted. Back in the council chamber, tensions reached a breaking point. Some species advocated for immediate retaliation, believing that humanity's defiance would embolden others. Others, like the pacifist Yalians, argued for a cautious approach. "We cannot afford to turn them into an enemy," said Yalian Elder Kex, his tone measured. "If we strike now, we risk a war that could destabilize the entire Alliance. Humans have already demonstrated their ability to cripple our technology. What happens if they decide to teach us a lesson?" Chancellor Catharin tapped his claws against the council table. "Then what do you propose? Do we simply let them dictate terms?" Elder Kex paused before responding. "No, but we must acknowledge what they have shown us. Humanity has earned a place in this galaxy, not as subjects, but as equals." This suggestion sent ripples of dissent through the chamber, but Catharin's gaze shifted to Vale. "High Marshal, you were the first to encounter them. Do you believe coexistence is possible?" Vale hesitated, recalling the cold fire in Captain Vargas's eyes. "Yes, coexistence is possible, so long as we respect their boundaries. Humanity is not seeking domination, but they will not tolerate disrespect or weakness." The Council reached a reluctant consensus. A new directive was drafted, one that would be disseminated across the galaxy. Never cross humans. This simple yet profound rule became a cornerstone of interstellar relations, a reminder that humanity's resilience and ingenuity were not to be trifled with. As the session adjourned, Vale lingered in the empty chamber, staring at the star map projected above. For the first time in her career, she felt uncertainty about the future. Humanity had changed everything, and the galaxy would never be the same. The Galactic Alliance adapted swiftly to the new order humanity had imposed. The phrase, "never cross humans," was no longer just a directive. It became a mantra whispered in the halls of power and on the bridge of every starship. Humanity's actions had reshaped the galaxy's political landscape, and in the aftermath of their defiance, the Alliance faced a critical question. How would this nascent species influence the future? High Marshal Vale, now an advisor to the Alliance's newly formed Human Relations Council, sat in her private quarters aboard the Eterna. Her once pristine uniform was now more subdued, reflecting her reduced role in direct command. A datapad lay before her, displaying reports from across the galaxy. Everywhere, humanity's actions were causing ripples. She replayed a recorded message from Captain Elena Vargas, who had since become humanity's ambassador to the Alliance. "We do not seek conflict," Vargas had said. Her voice was calm but firm, the steel behind her words unmistakable. "We wish to learn, to grow, and to contribute to the galaxy's shared prosperity. But we will never allow ourselves to be threatened or belittled again. Understand that, and we will have peace." Vale sighed, her mandibles clicking softly. She admired Vargas's resolve, but couldn't shake the unease that lingered after their first encounter. Humanity had forced the galaxy to respect them, but respect earned through fear was a fragile thing. On Earth, Ambassador Vargas stood in the bustling chamber of the United Earth Coalition, reviewing the latest reports from human colonies on Mars and the Moon. The newfound alliance with the Galactic Council had opened the floodgates of innovation. Trade agreements were being forged, and humanity's reverse engineering of alien technology had catapulted them into a golden age of advancement. Still, the scars of their first contact remained fresh. "They don't trust us," said Dr. Rahul Mehta, a leading scientist and member of Vargas's advisory team. "Every move we make is scrutinized. To them, we're the unpredictable wildcard." "Good," Vargas replied. "Trust isn't built overnight. Let them scrutinize. It keeps them honest." "But at what cost?" Mehta pressed. "We can't be the galaxy's boogeyman forever. If fear defines our relationships, we'll never achieve true cooperation." Vargas nodded, her expression thoughtful. "You're right. Fear isn't sustainable, but respect is. That's why we must keep proving that we're more than our weapons and wars. We have to show them the best of humanity, our curiosity, our creativity, and our capacity for hope." Across the galaxy, the Alliance grappled with its own lessons. Chancellor Cutharan presided over a council meeting where delegates debated the integration of humanity into interstellar society. Ambassador Traylon, once an outspoken critic of humanity, had softened his stance. "Their ingenuity is undeniable," he said. "They've inspired us to re-examine our complacency. Perhaps it is time we allow them a seat at the table, not just as an equal, but as a contributor to our collective future." Elder Kex chimed in. "Humanity reminds us of a truth we've long ignored. Strength lies not in dominance, but in resilience. They've endured hardships we can scarcely imagine, yet they still seek peace. That is their greatest strength." The Council voted unanimously to grant humanity full membership in the Alliance, an unprecedented decision for a species so new to the stars. The announcement was broadcast galaxy-wide, a message of unity and cautious optimism. Vale watched the broadcast from the Eterna's observation deck. The stars seemed brighter, the void less oppressive. She couldn't help but wonder what the future held for the Alliance and humanity alike. The humans had proven their mettle, but their path was fraught with challenges. As she stared into the vastness of space, Vale whispered the words that had come to define the new era: "Never cross humans." It wasn't just a warning anymore. It was a reminder of what humanity had taught the galaxy, that even the smallest spark could light a fire that would never be extinguished.